Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Treasurer, in 2016 you signed a $4 million Tascor loan to the Glamorgan Springbrae Council to construct the Prosser water pipeline. Now cost blowouts mean the council can't afford to finish the job. It can't supply the water to Tassal or anybody else and will not be able to recover their costs. No serious financial modelling for this loan was ever shown to Glamorgan ratepayers or to previous councillors, and the loan deal between yourself and the previous mayor and general manager was highly secretive and publicly and widely criticised for being so. Simple back-of-the-envelope maths of loan repayments show servicing this massive debt over decades places council into a perilous debt trap. Mayor Wisby said yesterday her council's borrowing capacity is extremely low and there's no money for emergency rebuilding of bridges or any other infrastructure. This is gross malfeasance on your part. You gave a leg up for 2 private commercial operators at the expense of Glamorgan ratepayers. Why did you let this happen and what are you going to do about it?
Thank you. The Honourable the Treasurer.
Madam Speaker, I thank the member for that question and her interest in this matter. The simple facts of the matter are, Madam Speaker, that Council has substantially underestimated the cost to complete the scheme. Underestimated the cost to complete the scheme, and those costings for the scheme have proven to be insufficient to complete the various stages. Now, the council approached the state government for support in the last term. We went through the normal processes. And I want to make the point in terms of the language that the member uses that it was highly secretive. Well, then on the other hand, she says it was publicly criticised. How do you have a highly secretive process, but then at the end of the day, the arrangements were highly publicly criticised, Madam Speaker. Look, Madam Speaker, this is a matter for the council. When they applied for the borrowings, they were within the normal metrics that would be applied by Tascor in terms of lending money to any government authority. Madam Speaker, project. So they went through the process. Tascor looked at this, Madam Speaker, and determined that they were in a position to meet their obligations in terms of the loan. Now, interestingly enough, the terms of the agreement with Tassal are such, as I understand it, Madam Speaker, that once water begins to flow, then Tassal, then over a period of time, will actually pay for the loan and interest repayments associated with the pipeline. But, Madam Speaker, the council has got itself into a spot of bother here. And to be frank, the circumstances that the mayor finds herself in at the moment were not of her doing, and I spoke with Mayor Debbie Wisby on Monday evening about this particular matter, and she is obviously engaged with Tassal at the moment, looking at what potential options may be. But Madam Speaker, in terms of Glamorgan Springbrae's capacity to borrow, and in terms of the metrics that were applied, they are exactly the same metrics and process that we go through with every other council. Now, the fact that that council has entered into a project where the cost estimates haven't worked out as they thought that they would is not a matter for the state government. That is a matter for the mayor and the council and her current general manager to work through. Now, we will support them, and I've been engaged with that council pretty much every step of the way since Mayor Debbie Wisby began working through this issue with a number of acting general managers in recent months, and we will continue to play our part, Madam Speaker. But again, I want to make the point, in terms of the process that the council engaged in, it was exactly the same process, the same metrics, the same approval process that was applied to this council as would be applied to any other council. The council has itself in a challenging situation because the costings associated with the project have blown out. They are the facts of the matter. Now, Madam Speaker, we will work with the council and with the community to ensure that a suitable solution can be found. And I understand, as I've said a moment ago, that the Mayor is working with Tassal as well in terms of this particular matter.